Sylvester Stallone strikes back, and Hollywood is reeling from the fallout. After Jimmy Kimmel's biting mockery on live TV, Stallone decided to strike back in a way that left the entertainment world shaken. But how did a canceled talk show appearance spiral into a full-blown media disaster for Kimmel and a BC? From social media outrage to plummeting ratings, Stallone's legendary resilience might just signal the end of late-night TV as we know it. Stay tuned, because this isn't just about one actor, it's a wake-up call for the entire entertainment industry. Sylvester Stallone has reached his breaking point, and he isn't staying quiet anymore. Known as one of Hollywood's most enduring icons, Stallone recently made headlines by putting Jimmy Kimmel in his place, and it was anything but subtle. What started as a seemingly ordinary talk show scenario quickly spiraled into a public relations nightmare for Kimmel, BC, and late-night television as a whole. The controversy began with an eagerly awaited appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Stallone, who rarely makes personal appearances, was set to promote his latest projects, the family Stallone and Tulsa King. Fans, excited for a rare glimpse into his personal and professional life, were looking forward to this appearance as a major TV event. Given Stallone's reputation as a private and no-nonsense figure, this appearance was shaping up to be a significant event for viewers and fans alike. However, the situation quickly escalated when Kimmel reportedly pressured ABC to cancel Stallone's appearance. Reports suggested that Stallone's political views, which reportedly clashed with Kimmel's, were the driving force behind the decision. This fueled rumors that Kimmel's personal biases had influenced his professional decisions, an issue that only added to the growing public outrage. What could have been a regular rescheduling quickly escalated into something much more damaging when Kimmel decided to address the issue publicly. During a live broadcast, Kimmel took the opportunity to address Stallone's canceled appearance, a move many viewers found not only unprofessional but outright disrespectful. Rather than maintaining the usual lighthearted tone, Kimmel used this segment to launch personal jabs at Stallone's political views, a tone that many fans felt crossed the line between comedy and attack. The jokes didn't land as humor but instead came across as personal attacks. Kimmel's tone was widely criticized for being dismissive and condescending, sparking immediate backlash online. Social media erupted in defense of Stallone. Fans were quick to voice their disapproval with hashtags like Cancel Kimmel and Respect Stallone dominating platforms for hours. Comments poured in condemning Kimmel's behavior, with many calling it a new low for late-night television. Some labeled his remarks as mean-spirited and petty, while others highlighted the growing disconnect between late-night comedy and genuine entertainment. Clips of Kimmel's segment quickly went viral, drawing harsh criticism from viewers across social media platforms. One comment, which resonated with many, summed up the sentiment perfectly: "This isn't comedy, it's bitterness disguised as a joke." Fans criticized Kimmel for crossing the line from humor to personal attack. And his tone was described as not just mean-spirited but completely out of touch with what viewers expected from late-night entertainment. Others pointed out that Kimmel's approach embodied what's wrong with modern late-night TV, where political agendas often overshadow entertainment. The backlash wasn't limited to Stallone's fans. Even casual viewers felt Kimmel had crossed a major line. Many were outraged at the personal nature of Kimmel's comments, which seemed to disrespect Stallone's legacy, a man whose career had long been a symbol of hard work and determination. Stallone's legacy, built on hard work and respect, seemed to stand in sharp contrast to Kimmel's approach, which many viewed as fueled by bias and arrogance. For Stallone, this is just another hurdle, but for Kimmel, the fallout could deliver a massive blow to his career and late-night TV itself. The fallout from Kimmel's actions wasn't limited to just fans. Media critics quickly weighed in as well. One article pointed out how the incident showcased a growing trend in late-night television, a disconnect from the audience. It argued that this kind of bias-driven humor could alienate viewers who simply wanted to be entertained rather than lectured or mocked for their personal beliefs. Another critic called the incident a glaring misstep that highlighted the cracks in the foundation of legacy media, where politics sometimes overshadow the core of entertainment. What was supposed to be a lighthearted jab at Stallone turned into a public relations disaster that completely backfired. The backlash was undeniable. As ratings for Jimmy Kimmel Live plummeted, ABC was thrust into a full-blown crisis. The drop wasn't just a minor decline, it was a dramatic slide that sent the network into damage control mode. For a show already struggling to hold its ground against competing streaming platforms, this was the last thing they needed. In an attempt to salvage the situation, a BBC executive scrambled to reach out to Stallone. But their apology wasn't just a simple gesture, it was an urgent plea for Stallone's return. They offered him the rare opportunity to speak his mind freely on air, a move that was almost unheard of for a network known for controlling its content. They even suggested future collaborations, clearly hoping to make amends and regain some lost ground. One insider admitted that they knew they had made a serious mistake and losing Stallone would only make Kimmel look worse. Stallone wasn't interested in any of it. He turned down a BC's offer without hesitation, seeing the apology as a mere attempt to save face and repair a damaged reputation. His decision sent a clear message not just to a BC, but to the entire industry that Stallone wouldn't be used as a pawn in corporate PR games. His team, comprising his agent and manager, made it clear to a BC that this wasn't about reconciliation, it was about fixing Kimmel's tarnished reputation and stopping the ratings from falling further. Fans of Stallone were quick to support him. Social media posts flooded in, with many pointing out that a BC's apology wasn't genuine. They were only asking for his return because they were losing money, not because they truly regretted the incident. Others criticized the timing, saying the apology came too late and felt insincere. The consensus was clear: Stallone had every right to walk away from this situation. Behind the scenes at a BC, chaos quickly unfolded. Producers scrambled to find a way to salvage the show's reputation, but the damage had already been done. Even high-profile guests who had originally been considered as replacements for Stallone turned down the opportunity to appear on Kimmel's show, further highlighting the network's loss of control over the situation. The network's desperation was palpable as actors known for their own strong opinions refused to take the spotlight, further exposing how badly the situation had spiraled out of control. Stallone wasn't just a well-known actor, he was a Hollywood legend. His reputation and legacy made him a key figure in the entertainment industry, and a BBC had underestimated the significance of losing him. This wasn't merely a missed opportunity, it was a significant blow to a BC's credibility, one that exposed the network's vulnerability in an era where audiences are increasingly drawn to digital platforms. Losing an icon like Stallone, who has remained relevant for decades, underscored just how out of touch traditional networks had become with their audience. Sylvester Stallone has become much more than just an actor, he's a symbol of resilience, determination, and the American dream. From his iconic roles in Rocky and Rambo, Stallone's characters have represented the struggles of everyday people, showing that no matter how tough the fight, perseverance always prevails. For his fans, Stallone's journey is deeply personal. He went from humble beginnings to becoming one of Hollywood's most respected names, inspiring generations with his grit and never say die attitude. So when Jimmy Kimmel decided to mock him, it felt like an attack on more than just Stallone, it was an attack on everything he stood for. Fans quickly rallied behind their hero, using social media to voice their outrage. One fan tweeted, "Stallone's movies taught me to never quit. What has Kimmel ever done besides talk trash about people?" Another fan echoed the sentiment, saying, "Rocky got knocked down but always got back up. Kimmel's career is on the mat, and nobody's counting for him to get up." Social media buzzed with the hashtags Respect Stallone and Cancel Kimmel as memes spread, comparing Stallone's iconic training montages with Kimmel's less flattering moments. One meme humorously read, "Stallone inspires millions, Kimmel inspires channel changing." The backlash wasn't just about bad jokes, it was about respect. Stallone has always treated his audience with dignity, whether on screen or in real life. His fans see him as a man who never took shortcuts and always earned his place in Hollywood. Kimmel, on the other hand, seemed to cross a line. His jabs didn't just lack humor, they lacked basic decency. Viewers noted that what Kimmel did wasn't comedy, it was personal, and it was disrespectful. Kimmel's reputation has been steadily declining for years, and this incident only added fuel to the fire. His once thriving late-night show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, has been losing viewers as his political rants took center stage. Instead of offering lighthearted entertainment, Kimmel seemed to have transformed his show into a 24/7 political debate. Many viewers found themselves tuning out, preferring the more fun, game-focused approach of Jimmy Fallon, who kept things light with celebrity games and music. Kimmel, however, continued doubling down on divisive political topics, which left a sour taste in the mouths of viewers who simply wanted a laugh. In fact, during the 2020 presidential election, while Fallon was singing duets with pop stars, Kimmel was busy lecturing his audience like a substitute teacher. The jokes weren't landing and viewers were turning off in droves. This shift in tone had a direct impact on ratings. By 2023, Jimmy Kimmel Live hit an all-time low in viewership, even losing out to Gutfeld on Fox News, a man known for making jokes about cats, not a late-night TV icon. For Kimmel, once the king of late-night television, this was a crushing blow, like Rocky losing to a YouTube influencer in a fight. But Kimmel's struggle isn't just his alone. The decline of Jimmy Kimmel Live reflects the broader struggles of legacy media as a whole. Late-night TV, once a cultural staple, is now considered outdated, with younger audiences flocking to more on-demand platforms like podcasts, YouTube, and TikTok. The old model of staying up late to watch a talk show is losing its appeal in the digital age, where entertainment is consumed whenever and wherever people choose. Shows like Kimmel's are now left scrambling to hold on to whatever audience remains, but in a world where people are more engaged with social media and streaming services, It's becoming harder for traditional TV to keep up. This shift in viewing habits is evident. Look at how you're watching this video. Late-night television is no longer the cultural touchstone it once was, and Kimmel's attempt to reignite it with political commentary and personal attacks on legends like Stallone only highlights the growing divide between old-school media and the entertainment preferences of younger, more diverse audiences. The fallout from the Stallone incident could be the breaking point for Jimmy Kimmel's career. Disney, which owns ABC, is reportedly reconsidering his future at the network. With Kimmel's contract set to expire in 2026, there are rumors that executives are looking for a younger, fresher face to take over the late-night slot. The current state of the network is already precarious, and Kimmel's controversial actions may be the last straw. If Disney decides to replace him, they'll likely want someone who can bring a new energy to the show without the lecturing tone that has alienated so many viewers. Stallone's rejection of Kimmel's apology couldn't have come at a worse time for the late-night host. For many fans, it felt like a moment of poetic justice, karma finally catching up with him. One tweet summed up the sentiment: "This is what happens when you put politics over people." Another fan quipped, "Kimmel thought he could mock Stallone and walk away. Turns out Stallone threw the knockout punch instead." It's clear that if Kimmel doesn't change his approach soon, his days as a late-night host may be numbered. For Disney and ABC, Stallone's rejection might just serve as the wake-up call they desperately needed. Audiences have long grown tired of Kimmel's approach, and Stallone's stance only reinforces that. While Kimmel scrambles to stay relevant, Stallone is flourishing in a new media landscape that embraces authenticity over scripted entertainment. Late-night TV may be a relic of the past for Stallone, who's now focusing on platforms that value real conversations, like the Joe Rogan Experience and the Gutfeld Show. The Joe Rogan Experience has emerged as a juggernaut in the podcast world, drawing millions of viewers per episode. Its raw, unfiltered format offers the kind of genuine conversation that modern audiences crave. For Stallone, moving towards platforms like Rogan signifies a major shift in how celebrities are engaging with their fan base, away from the scripted, controlled environments of late-night TV and toward real, candid interactions that feel more authentic and personal. There are no scripted applause or laugh tracks, just real, meaningful discussions that resonate with viewers. Stallone knows that fans are tired of the same old Hollywood fluff. They want the truth, and podcasts like Rogan's give him the perfect platform to deliver it. Gutfeld, too, has found success by avoiding the usual late-night formula. His show on Fox regularly beats Kimmel's in the ratings. Gutfeld has built a following by focusing on entertainment, not politics. He entertains without lecturing, a lesson Kimmel could stand to learn. Stallone's appearances on platforms like Gutfeld's aren't just career moves, they're a statement. He's telling Hollywood that he's done with their outdated rules and scripts. He's going to where his audience truly appreciates him. Stallone isn't alone in rejecting Hollywood's current trajectory. Zachary Levi, the star of Shazam, has openly criticized the industry's political obsession, calling it a creativity killer. He's right. Why focus on storytelling when you can just insert a preachy monologue? James Woods, another actor who has never been shy about speaking his mind, has also turned his back on legacy media. These stars are proving that you don't need Hollywood's stamp of approval to stay relevant in today's world. The numbers don't lie. Independent platforms are on the rise. Podcasts and digital shows are exploding in popularity, while traditional late-night TV continues to flounder. The Joe Rogan Experience and other independent shows dominate the digital space, attracting huge audiences. Meanwhile, late-night TV is struggling to keep viewers awake. This shift in media consumption is a clear sign that audiences are looking for something more authentic, and Hollywood's grasp on entertainment is slipping. Younger audiences have already left traditional media behind. Why bother sitting through a scripted monologue when you can scroll through TikTok for 30 seconds, get 3 laughs, and maybe even pick up a life hack? The shift to alternative platforms is undeniable, and Stallone's move is a perfect example of reclaiming control. On a podcast, he can speak freely about his career, his personal beliefs, and even tease upcoming projects without worrying about awkward commercial breaks or a producer whispering in his ear to stay on script. There's no fear of being cut off or mocked, which is a luxury that legacy networks just can't offer. If Hollywood doesn't like his new direction, well, Stallone has already left the building. Stallone's stand sends a powerful message: stars no longer need Hollywood's outdated systems. Gone are the days when actors had to smile through rehearsed late-night interviews or jump through hoops just to stay in the spotlight. Today, celebrities are finding new, more direct ways to connect with fans on their own terms. And fans, they're loving it. This isn't just a loss for Kimmel, it's a loss for legacy media as a whole. Hollywood has been clinging to its old ways, acting as though it's the sole gatekeeper of fame and success. But now platforms like podcasts, YouTube, and social media have blown those gates wide open. Why bother sitting through a canned interview when you could be listening to Stallone have an unfiltered 2-hour conversation with Joe Rogan? It's no contest. Stallone's pivot to alternative platforms is a game changer. Instead of wasting time with scripted questions and forced laughter, he's using podcasts to connect with his fans directly. This is a true dialogue, not a monologue. And let's be real, how many fans would rather listen to raw, honest insights without the constant barrage of commercials selling luxury cars they'll never drive? The difference is night and day. Other stars are catching on. Zachary Levi recently called out Hollywood's obsession with politics, claiming it stifles creativity. James Woods, too, has completely distanced himself from legacy media. These voices are proving that you don't need Hollywood's approval to stay relevant. One actor takes a stand and others are quick to follow. If Hollywood doesn't wake up to this new reality, it risks becoming irrelevant. The entertainment landscape has already changed, and Stallone's move proves that it's possible to thrive without relying on the old systems. Hollywood has to catch up, or it'll be left on the sidelines, wondering why no one's paying attention anymore. Meanwhile, Stallone is out there proving that sometimes the underdog really does come out on top. What do you think? Is Hollywood's obsession with politics ruining creativity? Should more stars ditch legacy media for platforms that let them speak freely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for more updates.